It's Matt Schwartz, the Welding Geek. On this episode, I'm going to show you how I made this binocular thing from my helmet here. This is actually a commission that I just figured I would get it on camera. And I'll show you guys how I go about building this section. Not the whole helmet build, just this and how I put the antennas on. So stay tuned to the video. Okay, first up here is the templating process, cutting out my templates and getting them glued on to my 063 3003 aluminum. It's an easy process using a high strength 90 3M high strength 90 spray. Glue these down. Once I get them glued down, I make my way over to the shear like normal and shear it on my straights and get my pieces relieved out of the sheet. Once I'm finished doing that, I'm going to center punch all my holes that I need to put in and go over to the rotary punch and put those holes in. Relief cuts for the bandsaw and mounting holes and corner radiuses, all those holes that I need to put in there. Now I'm working on my bandsaw here, cutting out all the curved lines and internal lines. Gonna make a nice smooth cut. Going nice and easy. Now I'm going to make my way over to the belt sander and finish out these radiuses on the corners. Then I'm going to deburr it with a Scotch-Brite pad on a 90 degree angle grinder. Smoothing out all my bandsaw marks just to make it look nice. Now I'm going to bend it on my apron brake, bending it to match one piece to the other, the top to the bottom. Just giving it little tweaks until it matches up. I'm going to bend the bottom to fit the angle on the top there. Now I'm going to tack weld these two pieces together. Just using fuse tacks. When you're using 3003, you should typically be able to get away with that. And now I'm going to TIG weld together. I'm running about 150 amps. I got my 16th inch tungsten, 2% thoriated tungsten, and running about 15 CFM on my argon. 100% argon. I'm just doing the step weld method using my foot to pulse through the welds. There was a little bit of a gap on the top, so I'm going to put 2 welds over top of this just to fill in the gap. I typically wouldn't do this on a fuel tank, but since it's just a costume part, I go ahead and do it. Alright, now that I have my piece welded together, I need to fit it to my helmet here, making sure that it can swing up and down. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just using my tin snips, kind of visually seeing where it's hitting. Sometimes making a line with a pencil and just tin snipping out the places where it's interfering with the helmet. And since the pivot point is not directly on center, the pins kind of go in at an angle, so you gotta kind of tweak it until it's able to go up far enough and down far enough. I have the little ear caps here already made. I'm going to actually tack this visor to those pieces. Making sure to, after I make a tack, to hit it with a punch of air to cool it down before it melts my dome. I have to do some fine tuning on the fit, but other than that, it's swinging up pretty nicely. Okay, now I'm going to make these ear caps permanent. I'm just going to weld around them, trying to smooth them out with the TIG welder, trying to make them look nice. I made washers to weld on the inside. I'm just going to tack these on here to make sure the visor swings neatly up and down. Just tacking those in place. Now that I have the visor bolting mechanism all figured out, I'm going to go ahead and fine-tune the swing on the visor up and down by marking with the pencil, and then going in with the tin snips and snipping out little bits here and there until it swings the way that I want it to. Now that I have it fit the way that I want it to be, I've got these edge trimmers. I'm going to go ahead and cut the fit just to trim up the edge to make it look nice. Next up, I'm going to add a piece of U-channel onto the sides to give the visor some depth and to give it a little more strength. I'm going to trim these out on the bandsaw, and I will go ahead and rivet these on with a couple hammer rivets. But before I permanently attach the side features, I'm going to dress the visor down, dress the welds off to make it look like one piece. I'm doing that with an 80 grit sanding disc on my angle head grinder, and I'll switch to a Scotch-Brite after that. Now that the dressing is done, I'm going to go ahead and attach these with some hammer rivets. Just going to drill 1/8 inch hole and then use the hammer rivet tool to buck these down. now that I have my side pieces attached, I'm going to use my cutoff wheel and cut out the slot for the visor, and then I'll dress it out to make it look nice. And now the visor is complete. You can see the action moving it up and down. Looks nice and clean. And next up, I'm going to add some antennas to the side of the helmet to make it look nice. To do this, I'm just going to use some aluminum tubing and some old fittings I had lying around to attach some antennas to the side. And that is the helmet mounted binocular video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was informative. Just a simple, cool little video, another lunchtime build. Just wanted to show you how I went about doing that. Thanks again for watching. Subscribe if you're liking my videos. Comment below if you got any questions. Like the video if you liked it. And once again, my name is Matt Schwartz, and I am the Welding Geek. Thanks again.